So back. So today's video, day 4, 4 days in a row. We're making progress. We're making steps. So today's video is building a routine to stay disciplined. And staying disciplined, especially as a trader, is very very necessary. So this is for me because I don't. As much as I want to say it, I don't follow my routine as much as I could. So today I'm going to be going over my current routine, how I want to improve it, and how you guys can apply it personally. Especially because we want to have a routine that works for everyone because yeah, you guys might trade different sessions. You guys might live somewhere else where the session starts at a different time. So we just want a basic general overview of what I do when I am trading, when I'm not trading, what I do when I wake up throughout the day to stay disciplined, to stay motivated, to learn trading, to get better at trading, to actually go and trade. So uh, to start the day, I wake up pretty early usually, like anywhere between 5:30, 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So 5:30 ish usually, and right then, I have my little desk set up right there or nightstand, but right next to my bed. And the first thing I usually do is when I wake up, probably not a good habit, but I check my phone. I'll check Seeking Alpha and Forex Factory for news, fundamental analysis, anything that's going on with the markets overnight. So anything in Asia session, any earnings calls coming up, any like any high impact news that I need to be aware of, before the trading day starts. So that's what I do when I first wake up. I'll get out of my room. I don't like to be in my room too much. I try to treat my room. I trade from my room, which is not something we're trying to do in the future. But right now, I usually use my room like an office. So I spend about 30 minutes to an hour, eating breakfast, to getting ready. I don't want to be in my room at all because when I am in my room, I want to be completely focused on trading. So once that 30 minutes is up, once I'm done eating breakfast, done doing whatever. If I go on a morning run, I'll try to do it before I get back into my room to trade. You know, once that whole routine is done, that's probably puts us around 6:30, 7 o'clock. But but once that is done, around 6:30 to 7, I'll do, and because I'm still in like a very early stage of my training, trading, this is more for like the people who are just starting out or who are still on that learning journey. I will try to just do something to learn a little bit of trading. So this is my journal from this morning. I did this page, got a little bit of this page done. I'm probably gonna finish that now, but I just want to either learn a new concept or refine a concept that I already understand. So today it was the market maker model MMXM. If you guys need the video, just let me know in the comment section. I will link it for you. I might actually do a video on that today. Just videos that I use personally that have really helped me in my trading, and so I try to do that for just a focused, solid 30 minute like session of just like learning, like a solid deep work session. I'll try to do that for 30 or so minutes. I will go on the charts and back test whatever concept I'm learning that day. So that is basically my 7 o'clock. So just learn the concept, write it down, apply it on the actual charts, and just see where I can go from there. So that puts us around 7:30, 8ish. So from 7:30 to 8 o'clock. This is right. So I won't get on the charts right before, but I will basically just do something like fun. This is like my first break of the day. So 7:30, I'll just do whatever. Like I might be on Instagram. I might be talking to one of you guys. Whatever it is. I don't try to. I'll stay trading minded, but I don't want to be doing anything. Just to get my psychology good. I want to get everything good before I'm actually on the charts trading. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be overworked. I don't like you got to get yourself in a good mindset. So to get myself in a good mindset, I will basically just you know do something fun just to lighten my mood, just to get me in a good space for trading. And I feel like a lot of other traders do that. They might go to the gym, they might watch their favorite show, go on a walk, do whatever. But yeah, just something to get you in that space to be prepared to actually sit on those charts for however long you're gonna be trading. And from either 8 o'clock to 8:30, I usually want to be on the charts by 8:30 because I start trading. My earliest trades are usually like 9. if I am trading pre-market. If I'm not, then I'll be trading 9:30 to 11, which I said yesterday. But yeah, so from 8 o'clock, from 8:30 onward, I'm basically just like on the charts, checking news. If there's high impact news pre-market, I might, if I'm trading that day, I will wait for pre-market news to come out. I might be talking in a in a Discord or talking to one of you guys just about what I think is going on. I'll be, and this is important with my strategy, and I recommend it for a lot of people who are, trying to figure out how to make it in trading. Even if you're not, if you don't have anyone to talk to, say your like strategy out loud. Like, fine, if you see, oh, I see an inverse fair value gap. Oh, I see this on the 3 minute. I see this on the 5 minute. I'm gonna scale up to this for the 15 minute time frame. I see this on there. I see that, because when you say it out loud, it helps you actually put formulate your strategy and put it together and actually be able to act on it on the charts. When you're actually in that moment, because a lot of people, they will get and this happens to me a lot if I'm not doing this, like when I'm trading in like school and I can't, but like you will get in your own head thinking about all these different things, and then you won't take the trade and you'll miss your setup. So if you can talk yourself through your setup and get yourself comfortable, and I verbally say everything that you're going to do, then that's when you can actually like take good quality setups. So that's what I like to do in the morning during my trading hours. So trading usually stops for me, if I'm taking a 9:30, might end from like 10:30. I'm usually done trading. So I don't usually, unless it's like I'm holding a position for a longer period of time, I'm usually done trading at around 10 o'clock, 10:30. So from then, if I'm not in school, then I will take a break from the charts. I'll close my laptop. Won't do won't I'll close Top Step. I don't want to. Over trading can kill your gains, and I will tell you guys personally, over trading like ruined like my P&L for a whole month. Like it ruined it for months. Just trying to take too many trades. Taking, you get a win and you want to make more and more and more. It'll never be enough if if you don't have rules set for yourself. So not only having rules for entries, because even if you see a good entry, right, you don't have to take it. There's no cost for not taking a trade. So that is just something that a lot of us have to learn. And to do that, we just have to either on Top Step we have the personal lockout. You can lock yourself out of your account. You can just not be on Top Step. You cannot be on Trading View, Tradeovate, whatever you trade on. You don't have to be on it. You can get up and you can walk away. And that is very, very, very important to your trading psychology, to be able to take a win, take a loss, get up and walk away regardless of the outcome. I personally took a loss today, and I didn't try to find another setup. I could have stayed on the charts. I kept looking for it, but it was past the hours I trade in. I already took a loss for today. It was break even, so I'm not too mad about it. I'm still green on the week. So I got up. I looked over the trade, saw what went wrong, and I just didn't trade anymore. So you can back test. You can keep going over news. If you feel comfortable, you can stay on the charts. But like for a lot of traders just starting out, I wouldn't recommend it, because you will feel that pressure to enter a trade again, especially if you see a good setup. I know a lot of people who do this. I did this personally. If you are on the charts too long, you will feel the pressure to try to trade. You will try to force yourself to trade. You will try to take a setup. If you miss a setup, you're going to try to convince yourself there's another one there. So I would not do it. I would not recommend it personally to anyone. But yeah, that is my morning session, morning trading session. So once I'm done trading, I will get up. I will either go for a walk, do something fun again. So I'll like watch it, watch a show, do whatever. I don't really play video games that much, but I'll try to do something productive other than trading. So I'll, maybe I'll film a video, maybe I'll do something for my YouTube channel, maybe I'll post something on Instagram, maybe I'll talk to one of you guys, maybe I'll, work on some of these projects that we have coming up that I have not revealed yet, but on one of these days and on a couple of these days, we will be having more projects that are, upcoming that I'm really excited to tell you guys about. So that is something that I do work on pretty frequently. So from, 10 to, midday, it's generally just, whatever I can find to do within that time. And then after that, it is pretty empty, not gonna lie. That's why we're here today. So today and probably tomorrow, and just a couple of the upcoming videos in these upcoming weeks, I'm going to be going further into my actual routine and explaining how I'm going to personally refine it to be more productive, to be more efficient, to be more whatever you guys get what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna be going into my daily routines and explaining how I'm going to refine them to be, more productive. And then hopefully what I'm hoping is that you guys can go into your own personal routines and find out how to be more productive with them yourselves. So with that, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Great video today. Yeah, love the support in the last one. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. But if you guys have any questions for me, obviously you guys can reach out on Instagram or Twitter, wherever. All my social medias are linked. They should be in my bio, or you can find them on my actual page. So yeah, if you guys need anything, just let me know. And that's it. So peace.